Two of my favorite music ensembles are heavy metal groups, Dream Theater and Nightwish. Both groups share common features that have shaped my own musicality: unpredictable song structures, a sense of intensity and technical proficiency, and soaring melodies interwoven among complex rhythmic figures. While there are some musical differences, Dream Theater's music spotlights more of their instrumentalist virtuosity, and Nightwish incorporates choral and orchestral sounds. Both groups are musically similar. When watching live performances of the two bands, you'll notice one key difference. Well, really, two key differences. One, Nightwish has a female vocalist, and two, the Nightwish concert had a lot more female fans in attendance. Anecdotally, most of the metal concerts I've attended featured all male groups, and the concert goers were predominantly male. When I saw Nightwish in concert, there was significantly more gender diversity among the audience. If I was a concert promoter, this might suggest that including more diverse acts, even within the same genre, would bring more concert goers and inspire more future musicians. When we see ourselves in something, it can be easier to connect with it, and to see ourselves in those roles. So how might this apply to fostering diversity, equity, and inclusion with education? Music composition is my field of study. I had the opportunity earlier this year to be a guest composer and lead composition masterclasses at a local high school. In music composition pedagogy, teachers often refer to other people's music. Students can study how composers have created specific sounds, and it can broaden the students' horizons. As I led these masterclasses, there was an even mix of boys and girls wanting to learn more about music composition. Unfortunately, from antiquity and into the 20th century, there are only two non-male composers included in nearly all music history textbooks: Hildegard of Bingen of the 12th century and Clara Wieck-Schumann of the 19th century. And even in contemporary times, it wasn't until the 1980s that Ellen Taves-Zwillich became the first woman to win the Pulitzer Prize in Music, one of composition's greatest honors since 1943. As an educator who wants to promote equity, diversity, and inclusion, that makes it all the more important I reference the works of women and non-binary composers when working with students. We can always look for opportunities to make sure people from varied backgrounds are visible to our students. This can involve highlighting the works and stories of underrepresented groups of people in our courses. What about our course materials, our books? If there are stock photos, on one end of the spectrum, are they inclusive? On the other end of the spectrum, are they perpetuating stereotypes? We need to be aware and use that as criteria for what resources we use and don't use in our courses. And speaking of resources, there are some wonderful diversity, equity, and inclusion course design or course audit rubrics. We can use these to self-assess our courses and see what we can improve. These are just a few ideas. I'd love to hear some of yours. I've included a link to the Association for Distance Education and Independent Learning's LinkedIn discussion page. Feel free to pop in and use this video as a conversation starter. Hope you enjoyed the discussion. In the meantime, happy lifelong learning, everybody.